It's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Did y'all miss me? Because I missed y'all. I ain't been gone that long, but I missed y'all. Alright, y'all already know what we doing. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell to be notified of every time I post, because I do post frequently. We are jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping, doing the Dougie into this video. Click that link down in the description box below. It is a link to my Patreon. Go over there and hear me run my mouth some more, because y'all know I love to do that. Alright, y'all, let's get into this video. So Miss Trill, Miss Renee, and sat up here and went on the Now That's TV podcast. Now, as y'all know, we ain't seen the Now That's TV podcast, the Sway Way. We ain't seen them since Zodiac House days. And y'all know how long it's been. Like, make it make sense. Why have they been so gone? Like, I feel like it's been good shows that's been out, you know, nowadays, to where they could have brought some of the girls on the podcast. But we haven't seen them since the Zodiac House days, and also like the Big Bad Reunion. If y'all do remember that, they had like, I think their last episode was Coco and that white girl Bunny some, I don't know, here nor there. She was on Pick a Side though. So haven't seen them on the podcast since then. Alright, so boom, baby, they had Miss Trill come up there, and I ain't gonna lie, at first I was like, I do like Trill, and I do think Trill is somewhat carrying Young and Reckless on her back, but I'm like, is people really feeling Trill? I don't know. Like, do y'all care? Do y'all really not care? Like, let me know if y'all fooling with Trill in the comment section. I need to know. So they started off, first of all, let me say this. T-Lo, like, you the new interviewer? Like, you do interviews now? Because what's going on, boss man? Like, baby, you was asking her 1,001 questions. And the questions was somewhat messy. You was giving messy, T-Lo. Very much so. All right. So let's get into it. So she gave background about herself. She was like, she been going viral since 2017 because people felt as though, you know, she looked like Ari. So she been making money ever since then. And of course, y'all know Trill rap. I ain't heard no songs, but she is a rapper, and she has dated some people in the industry. I remember her saying Kodak Black, and she said somebody else that, baby, I must be old because I don't know who he is. Oh, who is that? Anyway, so they start off, and T-Lo was like, he felt like he was poking the bear, aka Ivory, aka Big Wolf. He was like, oh, I believe as though you was poking the bear, and that you really wanted to get into it with her. I'm like, huh? So I looked at my phone crazy, and she looked at him crazy, and I'm looking at him crazy through the screen, because I'm like, poking that bear? What are you talking about? Like, she did not poke the quote-unquote bear when it came to Ivory. Like, if anything, Ivory jumped in Trill's and Nug's altercation. And that's exactly what Trill said. Trill was like, baby, I was talking to Nugs and Ivory jumped in it. So how am I poking the bear? He had nothing to say. Look around, T-Lo on mute. I said exactly, because what did you even talking about? Did you watch it? Because it's giving you then. How was she poking the bear when the bear jumped into something that ain't had nothing to do with the bear? The bear wanted camera time. That's what you should have said. Moves on, and I thought this was a really good question. He ends up asking Renee what was her thoughts, you know, coming into the Young and Reckless house. So Renee responds, and she says, stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I said, I know that's right. I know that's right. She ends up letting us know that, you know, she was familiar with Now That's TV, that she had watched some of the shows, and she already knew how the network was. I said, oh my... Y'all know I love when somebody do their homework on the network they going on. I love somebody who do their homework, who understands the aesthetic and understands that regardless of whatever the aesthetic is, whether it be coming up Miami or coming to Miami, Young and Reckless, South Central Baddies, y'all all gonna fight. Regardless of, you know, how dressed up you are, how dressed down you are, you're gonna fight. So I'm glad that she had did her homework, and I already just understood the foundation of Now That's TV. I said, yes, girl, you better get it. So also, he ends up asking her, what can we expect from her at that reunion? Now, mind y'all, if I'm not mistaken, they did a reunion today, because Miss Ferrari was like, it was giving $1,300 wig, but now nobody play with me with this wig. And mind y'all, Ivory not even coming. she not even coming to the reunion because they started filming Baddies Midwest. So she's not even finna be there. So I'm like, oh my God, well, is it getting boring? Like, what's going on? Because now it's getting a little boring to me, just a little bit, because the Big Bad Wolf, as we know, ever since she came in, she's been the one, like, doing her thing, and a lot of the people had a problem more so with the Big Bad Wolf. The other stuff, ever since the Big Bad Wolf came, I ain't gonna lie, the whole Sierra thing, I ain't caring about. Nugs versus Trill, the drink, I didn't care about. You know, like, all the important phase was really for the Big Bad Wolf, to be honest. So I'm like, who else finna get into it? I know Kai and Baby Tyson gonna get into it, and then maybe Kai and Legacy, but other than that, like, what's real tea, what's real beef? So Trill ends up saying that she coming to stand on business, and she said if the little twin want to get it, her and the little twin gonna get it up. I'm like, now they got into it on the last live that they did get into it, but baby, I wasn't stunned Trill or little twin. I was stunned Sav and Ferrari, because oh yeah, and they gonna get into it too. I can't wait to see that. I want to see what little arms and thick arms gonna give. Tall and small, I want to see what they gonna give. So Trill ends up saying the little twin, and I'm like, well, I mean, to be honest, I don't care, but I do want to kind of see Lil Twin get in the pain, but that's not a beef I necessarily care about. And she also said Chicken Nugget, a.k.a. Nugs, a.k.a. Ivory Jr., a.k.a. Ivory's son. She getting it with her, too. I'm excited because from what they saying, Nugs finna come in and bulldoze. So, yes, you know what? I just remember. Nugs was on live saying that, you know, everybody been talking that talk over the internet, and when they see had the reunion, they better stand on business and they better be on there. All right, because Nugs got a full list. It's Legacy, it's Mel, it's Baby Tyson, it's Trill, and I can't think about nobody else, but truly nobody else is important. Those are the important people, and maybe even Sav, but I don't know. So I'm excited to see what it's giving with Nug. Okay, Junior is doing her thing. Woo, 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 woo. All right. So they end up asking her, you know, like, why is the beef? Like, why do they still have beef? Because they been filming this thing a long time ago. Like, what's the beef? Like, why y'all still beefing? And Trill ends up saying maybe because she be trolling. And I guess she trolling by reviewing it, because she do review the episodes and she will call certain things out on episodes. So I guess that's her way of like trolling. But also too, when they go live, like they usually go live on Wednesdays, but I guess because they had Trill on, and girl, they notified me twice. They was like, oh, go watch the podcast. I said, it must not be nobody in there right now or something. What's going on? And then because I watched the replay. I didn't watch, you know, while they were live for 24 minutes. They was just sitting there. I said, okay, why y'all got us waiting, sitting here for 24 minutes? That's almost 30 minutes. 30 minutes going to an hour. Like, I don't want to sit and wait. Y'all need to hurry up and get to y'all questions. And two, let me say this too, baby. People was gagging. Dooley called in, and Dooley was like, T-Lo, why you had just a click? They ain't even let it play, but I think the security wasn't playing with him. If y'all know, but if y'all don't, I'm going to tell you. So, mind y'all know when I had gave y'all the video about Ivory, T-Lo, and her just going to Zeus, and her basically saying, like, they don't pay, all this, all that. The same night, T-Lo was being messy, baby. T-Lo was being messy, okay? So, T-Lo went out and bought Notch, Maul, Landon, Isaiah. I think that was it. He ended up buying all them some type of gift. So, and it was like all designer stuff. Like Notch had got a purse. Maul had got some glasses. Isaiah had got him a ring. I think Landon got a purse too. So T-Lo was like, oh, now those people don't spend no money, they don't get nothing back. Oh, okay, let's go to the store and get everybody some. Okay, let's go give our heaviest hit or something. Okay, so he went out and bought all them a gift, being funny because Ivory was like on TikTok, and y'all know, basically saying like they need to pay more, they don't change lives, they don't really look out, all this, all that, baby. They looked at that night, they said, oh yeah, be for real, I'm gonna show you better, I can tell you. So they was being messy by doing that. But that night, Isaiah and Dooley had got into it, and as y'all know, Dooley always come with his spray, baby. If you know, you know. So he ends up spraying Isaiah, and I'm thinking too, T-Lo was right there a little bit too. I think T-Lo was right there, so he ended up spraying Isaiah, and he sprayed Zay. And I think he sprayed T-Lo too, but more so like Isaiah and Zay. And I guess T-Lo got that security to do what they need to do. Secure, okay? And he called up trying to, oh, T-Lo, why you got that, baby? They hung up that phone. They said that street business, we ain't gonna put on my professional line. We ain't doing it on my professional line. That street business ain't gonna be up on here. I'm being professional right now, but never play with a real one, never. And T-Lo told me something. And let me say this, when y'all come up, but then he stopped himself because somebody started calling in. I'm like, baby, please finish your sentence because I want to know. Y'all know I'm nosy. Because when they come, what? Security will be securing? Oh, okay. That's all you had to say, T-Lo. That's all you had to say. So they continue on, and T-Lo was like, what's the difference between like a $1,300 wig and a $500 wig? And like, what's the difference with the twins wigs? So when I tell you, I was kiki cackling because she ain't never lied. Baby, you know when you do your hair, you know. So she was like, we got the beauty supply girls, we have the AliExpress girls, and then we have the come straight from China girl. Now let me tell y'all what I am. I am an Amazon girl. I am an Amazoner girl, okay? I am always, because like they finna have that prime sale. I'm an Amazoner girl, so that's where I get my wigs from every time. I'm not an alley. I don't have 3 years to wait on alley to bring me my stuff. I sure don't get out the beauty supply. And I just don't get out of beauty supply because I'm like, ooh, I can get a wig for cheaper on Amazon. With longer hair. I be feeling like I'm tricking the system. So I get mine from Amazon. And then she was like, or you get it straight from China. You have somebody ship it right to you and it be the real thing. Da da this, da da that. I'm like, yeah, it's just not that serious to me. But okay. So he had ended up saying, what was the twins giving? And she was like, it was giving beauty supply. She said as though, their ponytails was looking a little rough and it didn't match their hair color. Okay, so let me say this. With the twins, in the confessionals, it was giving drawstring ponytails. It was giving drawstring ponytails. You could tell they didn't have it like that. And then they had drove. That's what she said. So they drove from Alabama to Florida, and they drove to Miami. So I'm like, why they ain't getting no flight? I thought T-Lo and them be getting flights, but she said that they end up driving. But yes, the confessional hair, it was definitely ugly. It was horrible looking. I hated the confessional hair. I don't know if they thought that it was gonna be here with them bows or what, but I think they should have did their research just a little bit more before they came on to Young and Reckless. It probably would have slid. No. Now, I ain't gonna say that because South Central, one thing about it, they gonna put their stuff on. They gonna look cute. They gonna make sure they fly. One thing about it, they gonna fight to the end. But their hair gonna be slayed. That's one thing about it. That's one thing about it. So he ended up asking her, well, who all had that $1,300 wig on? Like, who was giving it that? Who was doing it there? So she was like, Milan, her, and Sav. And I have to agree. Well, not with Milan, but Sav wig, like, not the blue one. Not the blue one. But that one she got on in her confessional where she just talking, that silk bust down 30-inch, she's eating that one up. That one, she is tearing the girls up with. That blue one, it looked like it's been going through it. Now, they end up continuing. They asked her about her and her relationship with Gucci. Now, as y'all know, I had already gave y'all some tea on her and Gucci being together. Then Gucci seeing Ferragamo the next day. And, basically, he just be stunned. He be doing a lot for the camera. I was like, he chasing clout. So she said they've been talking for 2 months. He did take her shopping for real. She gonna play window shopping. I said, I know that's right. Hand clap for you. She said they together. They go together real bad. Sounding slow like Carisha. No shade. And then she said that when we together, and when we not, we not. Basically saying like she talked to other people, he talked to other people, but they go together. Sounding slow, sounding dumb. But hey, whatever floats her boat, not my life, is hers. Boom. So they end up asking her who they felt as though who shouldn't have made it on the show. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was very surprised that they, not really because they messy, but I truly agree with everything that Trill had said when she had said the people. So she ended up saying Barbie and the twins. But I'm going to add some people on too. I feel like Sierra shouldn't have made it low key. Okay, Legacy. I love Legacy and I love Mel, but I just feel like Legacy should have came on here prepared to fight. She already knew what it was. Her. And then two, Mel, you know, with the whole BB situation, I just don't believe that she should have came. And honestly, I'm going to put Baby Tyson on there too, because she always, I'm so bored. And we're bored of you. Yeah. We're bored of you. Baby Tyson ain't did nothing, ain't gave nothing, just been staring, looking around. And I'm sure if they would have thought that she was just going to be standing, looking around, they wouldn't have put her on the show. I just don't believe that she should have been known. And Heifer, just there to be there, just floating in the background. I just don't feel like she should have got the opportunity. She is very, just like I said, very much so there. I do want to see what she gives to us on Girls Trip, because on Girls Trip, that girl Ricky make her get active, so her and Ricky get into it. Love that, Ricky. Thank you, Ricky. But on Young and Reckless, is giving background character, is giving, you know, I'm just pretty soft girl era. Like, go home with that, baby. We want to see the Reckless. We need to see the Reckless, nothing more. Now, I'm going to get into two of the questions that they end up asking her. One is about the reunion. They was like, if Sav get jumped, would she jump in? She said yes. If Sav jump in for her, she'll jump in for Sav. It won't be no jumping, though, because Ivory will not be there. It's really, well, unless it's Nugs and Heifer. But once again, Heifer ain't bring nothing to the show. So if Heifer is trying to jump, it's like, you need to jump rope, okay? You need to jump up out of here, okay? It ain't really no reason, in my opinion, for Heifer to be doing all that. Okay, also, too, they asked her, will she be back friends with Ivory? Or, like, could she be friends with Ivory? My bad. And she ends up saying, yes, that she could be friends with Ivory. She could tolerate Ivory. Like, they could be cool. I said, oh, okay. Oh, okay, now. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. But, yeah, so I do believe that they're going to have her back. Ferrari had already said that she's going to bring Trill back to season 3. I'm happy for Trill. I do feel as though Trill has been holding the weight of the show. But to an extent, nobody has really played back with her. You know, I love when the girlies play back and forth, when they be really into it. But Heifer don't be saying nothing boring. Like I said, don't bring her back. Kai be saying stuff, but it's like, I don't know. Ever since I seen Kai on Greek Life, I'm not interested in Kai like I was at one point, because I just believe on Greek Life she was real boring and she was always complaining when you seen her. So I don't really necessarily care for Kai's presence as much. Let me see who else. She got into it with Nugs. Nugs has been responding, but I ain't gonna lie, T-Pages really don't pick up what Nugs be saying. They do here and there, but not for real. Like, the T-Page really don't be fooling with Nugs. And I would say, like, that's it. Sav be playing into it, but too, Sav, like, kind of scary for real. Nugs is kind of like, she on there, she need that. But like I said, Sav be giving scary sometimes. Like, she'll play into it a little bit, but then fall back. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for you guys in this video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, and click the bell. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Bye bye.